Thursday, October 23rd. The smoke has cleared, but Salem is still choking on the aftermath. Yesterday's revelations shattered illusions. The DeMera brothers' fragile truce collapsed. Sarah's marriage burned to ashes, and Marlena's fears spread faster than gossip. But today is about consequences. Every lie told now faces the light. Every secret buried now claws to the surface. In the hospital, in the town square, and behind closed doors, Salem's residents are forced to confront the one thing they can't escape, the truth. Because here, the past doesn't just linger, it collects interest. And on this day, every debt comes due. The corridor outside Sophia Choi's hospital room is silent, the kind of silence that hums with dread. Through the glass, Dr. Sarah Horton watches the monitors blink in rhythm, steady, precise, heartless. Behind that door lies a young woman who's fallen too far into her own mind. And for Sarah, whose job is to heal, the sight feels like failure. Then, Amy Choi appears, her footsteps quick, her face pale with denial. "Please," she begs, voice cracking. "Tell me she's going to wake up." Sarah draws in a breath, the kind that hurts on the way out. Physically, she's stable, she begins. But mentally, she's not here. Marlena believes she's suffered a psychotic break. Amy shakes her head violently. No, she's strong. She's Sophia. She just needs rest. Sarah's voice softens. This isn't exhaustion, Amy. It's collapse. She's been carrying too much for too long. The reality sinks in. Amy's shoulders crumble. This is my fault. I pushed her. I made her believe she had to be perfect. Sarah takes her hand, steady but tender. You can't fix what's broken by blaming yourself. The only thing Sophia needs now is you when she wakes up. Amy nods through tears, clutching Sarah's hand as if it's the only thing keeping her upright. And from the end of the hallway, Marlena Evans watches quietly, her expression unreadable. Because even as she comforts others, she senses it. Sophia's mind isn't the only one slipping into the dark. Something else in Salem is starting to stir, something far more dangerous than madness. Hours later, in the soft light of her office, Dr. Marlena Evans sits across from Rachel Black. Outside, the hospital hums with life. Inside, there's only silence, thick, fragile, almost sacred. Rachel stares at the floor, her small hands twisting together. I keep seeing things, she whispers. It's dark, someone's yelling, and then I hear my name. Marlena's voice is calm, controlled. Can you tell me who's there? Rachel hesitates. Her eyes flicker toward the window, as if the memory might be hiding just beyond the glass. There was a light, no, a flash, she says slowly. And a sound, a gunshot. Marlena feels her heartbeat quicken. This isn't a dream. It's the beginning of a recovered memory, the kind Salem has learned to fear. Rachel's breathing speeds up, tears filling her eyes. It's like I'm back there again. I can hear it, the shouting, the crying. And then, silence. Marlena leans closer, her voice gentle but deliberate. You're safe here. You don't have to rush. Sometimes the mind protects us until we're ready. Rachel nods shakily, but the fear remains. She doesn't realize that with every word, she's peeling back a secret that could shatter everything, not just for her, but for everyone tied to that night. Outside the office, Brady Black paces the hallway, unaware that his daughter's memory is about to resurface, and when it does, it may drag the past into the present with deadly precision. When the session ends, Marlena closes her notebook and exhales. She's seen it before, truth waking from its coma. And in Salem, once truth opens its eyes, there's no putting it back to sleep. The late afternoon sun spills through the pub windows, painting the table between Brady Black and Tate in amber light. Neither speaks. The silence between them says it all: disappointment, guilt, and the quiet ache of two men too alike for comfort. Tate stares at his untouched coffee, his hands trembling slightly. You always tell me to be honest, he mutters. But what if being honest just makes everything worse? Brady exhales, a tired sound that seems to come from years of mistakes. Sometimes, he says, honesty doesn't fix things. It just shows how broken they already were. Tate finally looks up. I thought telling the truth would help. I didn't want anyone to get hurt. Brady's gaze softens. I've told myself the same thing, more times than I can count. But in Salem, good intentions don't stop the fallout. For a long moment, they just sit there, father and son, bound by the same pattern of regret. Then Brady leans forward, voice quieter now. You can't change the past, son. But you can decide what kind of man you want to be after it. Tate nods slowly, his eyes shining with unspoken apology. As they rise to leave, Brady glances back at the empty cups between them. He hears Marlena's voice echo in his head, the past always finds a way back. And deep down, he knows it's already started knocking. Inside the sterile glow of the Salem police station, Ariana Horton and Holly Jonas sit shoulder to shoulder on a hard bench. The smell of smoke still clings to their clothes, a haunting reminder of the dorm fire that spiraled out of control. Holly's voice trembles. They said the sprinklers went off too late. What if someone got trapped? Ari stares straight ahead, eyes glassy. We just wanted to scare them. Not. Her voice cracks. Not destroy everything. When Rafe Hernandez walks in, the girls straighten instinctively. His tone is firm but weary, the tone of a man who's seen too many young lives teeter on the edge. You two understand what you've done? He asks, setting a file on the table. Ari nods, whispering, we didn't mean it. Rafe sighs. Intent doesn't erase consequences. Moments later, Maggie Kuriakis enters, calm but visibly disappointed. She studies them for a moment before speaking. This fire didn't just burn a room, she says softly. It burned trust. Yours, mine, and everyone who believed in you. The girls can't meet her eyes. Guilt replaces fear. Rafe announces the sentence, community service, restitution, counseling. But Maggie's gaze lingers. Make this right, she says quietly. Don't let this be who you become. As the girls leave, Rafe watches from the window, muttering under his breath, it's never the flames that destroy us, it's what they reveal. Outside, the evening sky glows orange, another fire fading, but never forgotten. The Kuriakis' mansion is quiet, too quiet. The fire in the marble hearth crackles softly, but the warmth doesn't reach Xander Kuriakis. He stands motionless, staring into the flames as if searching for answers he already knows he'll never find. When Maggie Horton Kuriakis enters, her heels click against the floor, sharp, deliberate, each step filled with disappointment. She crosses her arms, her voice calm but cutting. You lied again, Xander. After everything Sarah gave you, after everything I defended you for. Xander turns, his expression a storm of pride and shame. I thought I was protecting her, he mutters. I thought the truth would only break her more. She didn't need protection, Maggie replies, her tone breaking just slightly. She needed your honesty, the one thing you keep from everyone who loves you. He tries to answer, but the words choke on guilt. The silence stretches between them, heavy with everything unsaid. Finally, Maggie steps closer, her voice softening. You love her. I don't doubt that. But love built on lies will always collapse. Her eyes glisten, anger and pity tangled together. She's gone, Xander. And if you keep running from the truth, you'll lose more than your marriage, you'll lose yourself. His voice cracks. Maybe I already have. Maggie exhales, the fight leaving her shoulders. Then start finding what's left before it's too late. As she leaves, Xander stares back into the flames, their reflection flickering across his eyes. For a man built on survival, this is the one battle he can't fight his way out of. Because redemption, for Xander, isn't about being forgiven, it's about learning to live with what's burned away. Night descends over Salem, cloaking the town in the illusion of peace. Streetlights shimmer against wet pavement, and behind closed doors, hearts beat to the rhythm of guilt, love, and fear. Sarah Horton stands alone in her apartment, her wedding ring gone, her reflection half lit by the city glow. Freedom feels like grief, quiet, endless, uncertain. Marlena Evans, sleepless, replays Rachel's words in her mind. There was a flash. A gun. Her intuition screams that this is only the beginning. Brady and Tate walk home in silence, a fragile truce hanging between them, both men haunted by the ghosts of their own choices. Ari and Holly, freshly released from questioning, clutch each other's hands, innocence fading, consequences beginning. And at the mansion, Xander Kuriakis remains before the dying fire, the light flickering against a man who's finally run out of excuses. But across town, in a sterile hospital room, Sophia Choi's eyes flicker open. Her lips part, whispering one name, the same name Rachel Black murmured hours earlier. A coincidence? Or a warning? Because in days of our lives, nothing ends quietly. Every secret smolders, every truth burns, waiting for the next spark. And tomorrow, Salem will burn again.